Well, I'm ready, Father.
All right. The first is supporting the practice of kindness. When we see the people trying to do a little kindness, we should assist them in their deeds and help their kindness grow. When we see others who wish to do good but cannot accomplish it on their own, we should lend a hand and help them succeed. This is the way we can cultivate supporting the practice of kindness. The second category is harboring love and respect. We should harbor respect towards those who are more knowledgeable, older, or of higher status than we are. For those who are younger, less fortunate, or of lower status, we should harbor a mind of loving care. The third category is helping others succeed. When we see a person who is considering whether or not to do a good deed, we should persuade him to put all his efforts into doing it. When others meet with difficulties in practicing kindness, we should help think of ways to overcome the difficulty and guide them to success. We must not be jealous at the accomplishments of others, nor try to sabotage their good acts. The fourth category is persuading others to practice kindness. When we meet a person who is doing evil, we should tell him that doing evil will only result in great suffering and painful retribution, and that he must avoid doing evil at all costs. We should tell people who refuse to practice kindness or are only willing to practice a little kindness that doing kind deeds will definitely have its rewards, and that kindness not only has to be cultivated, but must be cultivated constantly and on a large scale. The fifth category is helping those in desperate need. Most people tend to give when there is no need to give, and refuse to give when there is really a need. When we meet people who are in great difficulties, emergencies, or dangers, we should lend them a hand and help in whatever way we can to bring them out of their difficult times. The merits accrued from helping others in times of desperate needs are boundless indeed. However, one should not become proud and conceited for doing such deeds. The sixth category is developing public projects for the greater benefit of the people. Projects which will bring great benefit to the public usually have to be performed by those with great influence and power. If a person has this capacity, such as rebuilding the water system or assisting a disaster area, then he ought to do it for the benefit of the general public. The seventh category is giving through donation. People of this world love, seek, and even die for money. Who is actually willing to help others by giving their own money away? When we recognize the difficulty involved in donation, we can come to appreciate the rarity of the man who is willing to give for the purpose of helping others in need. He is an even greater man in the eyes of the poor. The eighth category is protecting the proper teachings. This is referring to the teachings of different religions. We must be able to differentiate between proper religions and deviant religions. Teachings with proper wisdom and views, such as that of Buddhism, which promotes kindness and goodness in society, should be supported. If one happens to see others in the act of destroying such proper teachings, one must put forth a complete effort to protect and uphold these teachings. The ninth category is respecting our elders. Anyone who is deeply learned, knowledgeable, has high prestige, or is older than us is considered to be an elder and should be highly regarded and respected. The 10th category is loving and cherishing all living things. We should feel sympathy for all living creatures, even the tiny ants, which know of suffering and are afraid to die. How can we kill and eat beings and not feel the least sorry? There are countless good deeds, which I am unable to mention here one by one. Let it be sufficient for me to say that you will be able to accumulate many merits if you deliberate on the above 10 categories of helping others. I Ching, it was stated, the law of heaven takes from those who are arrogant and benefits those who are humble. The same holds true in the law of earth. The humble shall be replenished just as flowing water filling up lower places on the ground as it passes by to make up the differences. The law of spirits and gods bring harm to those who are arrogant and fortune to those who are humble. Even the laws of men despise the arrogant and love the humble. Therefore, heaven, the earth, the spirits, gods, and people, they all prefer humility over arrogance. The Chinese Book of History has also said, a person's arrogance will bring him harm, and his humbleness will bring him benefit. I often went to take exams accompanied by others, and every time I would meet scholars who were very poor. I noticed that before they succeeded in passing the exams and became prosperous, their faces showed such humility, peace, and harmony that I felt I could almost hold that quality in my hands. Several years ago, I took my imperial exam in Peking. Among the 10 applicants from my village, Qing Yuding was the youngest and extremely humble. I told one of the applicants that this young man would definitely pass the exam this year. He then asked me how I could tell. I said that only those who are humble were qualified to receive fortune. Sure enough, when the test results came out, Qing Yuding passed the exam. Kai Chi-feng from Chikiang, Huang Yuanzhao, and Jian Shuhia from Shantung only managed to pass their imperial exams after they carried themselves in a humble way, which was an immense change from their proud and arrogant ways in the past when they failed in their exams several times in succession. However, there was a scholar named Wei Yan Chang from Jiangying who was very learned and wrote good essays. He was very well known among many scholars. One year he took his exam, and when the test results were posted, he found that he had not passed the exam. Damn.